What if you had the opportunity to make a lot of money and nobody gets hurt, no one will know where it came from, no one will even notice? But, and I think you're suspecting this already, it's not honest. What would you do? It doesn't matter how good you are. A situation like this is very tempting for everyone. The worst time to make a decision like that is when it stands before you. The worst time to make up your mind when you're facing temptation is when you're facing the temptation itself. If you have not decided beforehand to put integrity before personal gain, then you won't have a leg to stand on when the money or the temptation is waved in front of your face. That's just what happened to a man named Gehazi. Gehazi was the servant of the prophet Elisha. Elisha had healed a man named Naaman of leprosy, but he refused to accept any gift, any payment, even though Naaman had brought lavish gifts, expensive gifts with him. Elisha did not want Naaman to think that a prophet had healed him for pay. He wanted him to know that it was the gift of God. So Elisha sent Naaman away, having received nothing from him. At that point, Elisha's servant got greedy and went after Naaman. Gehazi then lied to Naaman, telling him that the prophet had changed his mind about accepting gifts because he'd suddenly had some guests arrive unexpectedly. Gehazi then accepted some expensive items, supposedly for Elisha, and he hid them away for himself. It was the perfect crime. Naaman was happy to give the items because he was so grateful for being healed, and he had expected to pay. Naaman was a foreign dignitary returning to his own land. He'd never be seen again, so there was no one to hold Gehazi accountable. Elisha wasn't expecting anything. He wouldn't suspect anything. Unfortunately for Gehazi, God revealed everything to Elisha. And Gehazi was cursed for his greed and for dishonoring God and his prophet through his deceit. Because of his actions, Naaman's leprosy would now stick to Gehazi and his descendants forever. Take a lesson from Gehazi. In all your dealings, determine beforehand to be honest, even if it costs you. Your honesty honors the one you belong to. Remember the proverb, dishonest money dwindles away, but whoever gathers money little by little makes it grow. I'm Pastor Jeff Collins, and I want to encourage you to make it a great week.